Live from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.tv.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
This is Network News for Monday, July the 3rd, 2023. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, police contemplating additional charges against Kenny Penny following the death of Jason Joseph. Postal Corporation employees protesting over health and safety issues and salary increase. ACB Grenada Bank announces platinum sponsorship of Children's Carnival Frolic 2023. And in regional news, regional leaders begin three-day summit to mark 50th anniversary of CARICOM. And in international news, Israel launches large-scale air raid in occupied West Bank. Coming up in sports, Afi Fletcher helps guide Windies to series victory over Ireland over the weekend. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. You might want to take a rain check on outdoor activities planned for the public holiday tomorrow. The Meteorological Services at the Maurice Bishop International Airport is alerting the public of a medium chance of flash flooding Monday night through Tuesday as a tropical wave approaches the area. As of 2 p.m. today, the Met Office confirmed that a well-defined western Atlantic tropical wave is located along 57 degrees west, approximately 275 nautical miles east of Grenada, moving west at 15 to 20 knots. According to Weather Outlook, moderate to fresh winds are found in and around the wave. The wave will move across the Lesser Antilles tonight, increasing moisture and instability over the islands. The Met Office has issued a warning for a medium chance of flash flooding and gusty winds within this period. The Met Office promises to continue to monitor this system and provide updates in a timely manner. The next update is scheduled for 8 p.m., just after news time. A flag-raising ceremony has signaled the official start to Caribbean Community CARICOM Day, ahead of the scheduled public holiday on July the 4th. Details in this report.
Lands, our forefathers came, some seeking adventure, some bound in chains. Through battles waged and fought, sing of your Caribbean pride. Sing it loud and strong. Feel our hearts beat as one. Celebrating song as we rise to heights where we belong. Sound of
The
CARICOM anthem being played as the Grenadian flag, followed by the CARICOM flag, were hoisted at a special ceremony to mark the 50th anniversary of the Caribbean community, CARICOM. The activity took place at the Sir Eric Gary Botanical Garden, St. George, on Monday in the presence of ministers, permanent secretaries, other ministries officials, and guests. In recognition of the day, Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell has declared July 4th, 2023 a national holiday. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, Roxy McLeish Hutchinson, said there's much to celebrate through the improvement made in the lives of people within the four pillars of our integration movement: economic integration, human and social development, foreign policy coordination, and security cooperation.
As we commemorate this occasion, we welcome the efforts of every citizen of Grenada, here and in the diaspora, every CARICOM citizen residing here in Grenada, in building a stronger and more united Caribbean community, one that is secure, resilient, and prosperous for generations to come. I invite you to claim your space in the CARICOM movement. Today, as a people united, resolute and committed, we stand. We look to the brand new horizon, recognizing that the future is firmly in our hands. May CARICOM grow ever stronger, for we are CARICOM. Happy CARICOM Day.
Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell's remarks suggest that this significant milestone should be celebrated with some form of reflection.
In the words of Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell, I encourage us to take a moment to reflect on the remarkable accomplishments we have achieved over the past 5 decades. CARICOM has been a beacon of unity, resilience, and progress in the face of numerous challenges. Together, we have fostered economic growth, promoted regional integration, and tackled common issues such as climate change and sustainable development.
That was Ms. Abigail Ellis. Chrislina John, GBN News.
The Grenada Cultural Foundation and stakeholders held the official launch of Grenada's 2023 Emancipation Celebration, which is observed on August 1st annually. With the need for history revival in Grenada listed as critical, the foundation scheduled a list of activities that will help in this regard. Livingston Nelson, CEO of the Grenada Cultural Foundation, outlined some of the events to mark the occasion.
We are also launching a poetry competition, and the theme is said in the spirit of emancipation, reclaiming our African identity. So yes, we are having a poetry competition, and the deadline is on the 25th of July. On the 17th of July, we are going to be having an exhibition, and that exhibition will be taking place at the National Museum. And on the 25th again of July, we will be having a lecture presentation. But we also want to plan on the 31st of July what we call a watch night. But on August the 1st, we are going to be having what we call an ancestral libation and homage to all the grit, to the blood and the sweat of our ancestors that preceded us.
The history of Grenada's emancipation and the over 2,000 slaves that were freed over many years will be open to the public for display.
So from July 17th to August 1st, 2023, the Grenada National Museum will showcase this exhibition that explores the lives of enslaved people in Grenada. The exhibition will touch on a number of topics, including emancipation, of course, apprenticeship, and our African heritage. The aim with this exhibition at the museum is to educate Grenadians, visitors as well, about the lives of enslaved people in Grenada and how emancipation came to pass. It is a journey that is not only significant to our past, but also serves as a beacon of hope and resilience for the future.
Everyone is encouraged to come out and learn more about the history of Grenada. The festive season is open in St. Andrew, and Grenadians came out in their numbers over the weekend for the official launch of Carnival 2023 in the big parish. More in this report.
That was just a taste of some of the cultural display during the official launch of Carnival in St. Andrew on Sunday. The event commenced at 3 p.m. with a Juve segment featuring the various jab bands in the parish, followed by an official opening ceremony and concluded with a cultural show. The St. Andrew Carnival Development Committee organized the launch with support from Spice Mass Corporation. President of the St. Andrew's Carnival Development Committee, Martha Andrew, spoke of their plans for this year's festive season.
The committee has planned a number of activities for the current season, namely young DJ class competition, kids spin show, and St. Andrew's Soca Morning. We hope that you come out in your numbers to support these activities. The proceeds from these events will go towards paying prices to mass bands that are participating in the festival, as well as children in the community.
Kurt Ross, chairman of the Spice Mass Corporation, says his organization is committed to ensuring that Carnival 2023 is a success and one with a difference. Parliamentary representative of St. Andrew's Southwest, Lennox Andrew, declared the carnival season open in the parish.
As I officially declare the launch of St. Andrew Carnival 2022, I want to say to you, and I want all of us to say together, for 2023, no virus. For 2023, no crime. For 2023, no killing. For 2023, all of Grenada is going to have a peaceful and an incident-free carnival.
Rena Pett Thomas, GBN News.
ACB Grenada Bank has partnered with Spice Mass Corporation as a platinum sponsor of the highly anticipated SMC Children's Carnival Frolic, affectionately called Kiddies Carnival. The Children's Carnival Frolic is renowned for providing an exciting and engaging experience for children of all ages. By joining forces as a sponsor, ACB Grenada Bank aims to enhance the Children's Carnival experience for all of its participants. The collaboration will enable SMC to continue revolutionizing Kiddies Carnival while providing an overall elevated sense of community spirit. ACB Grenada Bank's Business Development Officer, Edwin Francis, said the sponsorship reflects its ongoing commitment to supporting the well-being and development of Grenada's youngest members. He said the sponsorship also presents an opportunity for ACB to showcase its dedication to corporate social responsibility and strengthen its connection with the community.
This sponsorship aligns with our bank's corporate social responsibility pillar of youth development and education. I thank the Spice Mass Corporation for allowing us to partner with them and wishes the team a successful Spice Mass 2023. I invite all Grenadians to come out and enjoy a day of cultural activities fit for all ages at the Kiddies Carnival on Saturday, 5th August 2023 at the National Stadium.
Kiddies Carnival is scheduled for Saturday, the 5th of August, 2023. This is news at 7. Coming up, Grenada to recognize local authors in September as government encourages a culture of reading. Stay with us.
Something big is coming. It's that time of the year again when the air fills with rhythm, excitement, and anticipation. It's time for the Soca Monarch Prelims. 4 unforgettable nights, 4 electrifying venues, soca music, pulsating rhythms, and performances that will leave you breathless. July 6th and 7th, we're kickstarting at Lasaja St. David, and then we're turning up the heat. July 8th, we move to Cuthbert Peters Park, St. John, and for the grand finale, July 9th, we'll be shaking the ground at Boss Yard St. Patrick. Can you feel the excitement? Every night starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Be there and experience the electrifying energy of soca. And here's the best part. All this for an admission fee of just $15. There's no excuse to miss this. So mark your calendars and brace yourself for a soca experience like no other. The Soca Monarch Prelims. It's not just an event. It's an unforgettable experience. Spice Mass, The Evolution. We'll see you there.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can back my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Important announcement for CIBC First Caribbean customers. Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited invites prospective customers to collect their debit and credit cards, checkbooks, night depository keys and bags, and deposit books at its distribution center located at the GV Steel Conference Room, number 14 Church Street, St. George's. The center will be open from June 19th to July 8th, 2023, operating from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Mondays to Fridays, and from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. You will be required to present a valid photo ID for collection. To avoid any delay in your service, we encourage you to visit Co-op Bank's distribution center at your earliest convenience between June 19th and July 8th, 2023. We look forward to welcoming you home.
Welcome home.
Grenada, pre-pandemic prices on tiles are back at Island Style. Shop now and save with drop-in deals on select ceramic and porcelain tiles. Store-wide lowest prices on tiles since 2020. We're turning back the clock to give you the unbeatable prices on tiles you love. And remember, price drops are everywhere at Island Style, giving you the deals you missed and making luxury affordable again. Don't forget, we stock a wide range of bathroom vanities, toilets, shower drains, face basin, faucets, and so much more. Visit us on Munwich Road in Grand Anse or call 439 Tile. That's 439-8453. Remember, when you think tile, think Island Style.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Do you have a great idea for a children's book? Here's your opportunity to turn that great idea into a must-read. GND Schools Incorporated invites writers to apply now for our third publishing round of beginning reader storybooks. Selected applicants will participate in a workshop for writers of children's storybooks starting July 17th, 2023. Learn ways to develop creative story ideas and structure stories for beginning readers. A few select writers will have their manuscripts published. To apply, simply submit an original writing sample for children of at least 200 words and email your sample along with full name and contact details to info@grenadaschoolsinc.com by July 10th. Spots are limited, so apply today. GND Schools Inc., strengthening the foundations for early literacy in Grenada.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
protest workers of the Grenada Postal Corporation downed tools on Monday morning, clamoring for better working conditions, among other things. More in this report.
It was all work tools down at the Grenada Postal Corporation headquarters at Burns Point on Monday, as workers and their union representative said management needs to address the many outstanding issues facing workers. President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes, outlined some of the issues facing workers, which include rodent infestation, health and safety issues, and no salary increase in 7 years.
And the workers are suffering. Listen, we have workers here that are working for less than $720, right, per month at the Grenada Postal Corporation, the prestigious GPC. Now, if you do a mean average of all the salaries together, right, it adds up on average about $1,200 a month, even, nearing very senior positions in here. The workers' salary has been the same for the past 7 years or so. In addition to the fact that everyone here, even after 7 years of work, is temporary or on contract, we have very, very serious health and safety problems here. As we speak right now, the toilet is flooded. As we speak, if you go to the kitchen, you will see rat droppings. So based on the myriad of issues, right, based on the myriad of issues that we are facing, I believe and I know that the management and board of the GPC, I say this respectfully, there is an abrogation of their duty in not engaging the union. And if we do not get a chance to social dialogue, to collective bargain, you will see an escalation of what you see here today.
In October 2022, the Public Workers Union became the bargaining agent for workers at the corporation. Grimes said since then they have been unable to get the managing body of the corporation to sit with the union to formally discuss the issues at hand.
The workers of the Grenada Postal Corporation, you are seeing today, this is just a representation of the workforce. We have well in excess of 85 workers at the GPC, but these are the courageous ones who have stepped outside. What we are trying to do today is highlight some serious problems we're having. First and foremost, the management of the GPC are refusing to engage the Grenada Public Workers Union in collective bargaining. Now, this workplace was certified in October of 2022. 9 months later, it has not birthed. 9 months later, it has not birthed a formal engagement with the GPW. We wrote for engagement on the 24th of April 2023, the 6th of June 2023, and the 9th of June 2023. All we are getting thus far is basically delay tactics. There has been talks about an HR audit, so to speak, in order for them to sit and engage with the union. But we are saying in categorical terms that an HR audit does not preclude the management and the board of the GPC from engaging with the union in social dialogue.
Managing Director of the Grenada Postal Corporation, Randall Robinson, in response, said he has discussed the workers' issues with the PWU president, both written and informal. He explained that the corporation is still adjusting to the use of technology and its negative effects on revenue. Robertson said that the corporation will address the issues faced by workers as soon as they complete the HR inquiries.
So we want to make sure that we know what salaries should look like going forward. We want to ensure that at the end of this audit, and we expect that audit will begin in August and it should finish within 3 months. So that's August, September, October. It should be at the end of October. We should have the results in our hands, and so we can chart the way forward in terms of now sitting down with the union and saying, look, these are the proposals, let's sit down.
We deserve better! We deserve better! We deserve better!
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Police are investigating another charge against 36-year-old Kenny Penny, who's currently on remand at the Richmond Hill Prison for the offense of non-capital murder in connection with the May 11th death of Jason Joseph and 3 counts of arson. Penny reportedly went on a chopping spree in the Vendham community on the day in question and is accused of setting 3 houses on fire. The daring incident ended with him being shot in the foot by police. He was brought to court weeks later to answer to the indictable charges, which carry maximum penalties of life imprisonment and 30 years, respectively. Penny is said to be a mentally ill man. He's being represented in court by attorney Jerry Edwin.
One would recall that approximately 3 weeks ago, he was charged with non-capital murder out of several events that arose in Van Damme. And those matters will be ventilated in the court through a preliminary hearing that is scheduled to commence next week. The matter has taken another turn in that police are investigating a new charge against Mr. Penny for attempted non-capital murder. And we have given instructions to our client, but it seems that the police intend to charge him with a further offense.
All attempts to confirm whether the additional charge was indeed laid today were not confirmed up to press time. Penny's no stranger to police. He was involved in an incident some time ago in which he inflicted a wound on a police officer inside the St. George police station in a matter still pending before the court. GBN will continue to follow this development and bring you details as they become available. Director of Post Randall Robertson is advising against persons setting up barbecue pits next to post offices across the island.
We have a number of people who are barbecuing next to our post offices, and it's posing a problem.
He encourages persons to desist from doing so with immediate effect.
To those of you who are barbecuing next to our postal stations, Post deals with paper. One spark from an open flame from a barbecue pit can cause us a lot of grief. And people are expecting their letters and their mail and whatever as the case might be. And we do not want to disappoint. So I'm asking you folks, do not put up your barbecue pits and sell or whatever it is that you're doing next to our post offices. Please, thank you very much.
It's time now to take a peek into the GBN ISA lens.
It is always heartwarming to see little children transitioning from one environment to another. On Friday, the children at Sunshine Development Center visited the Limes preschool and engaged with the little ones who will be transitioning from daycare to preschool in September. Our ISA reporter says the children had a remarkable day. Kudos to the Sunshine Development team and thank you for your submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And still to come, Republic Bank workers engage in protest action for the third day. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello, Grenada. This is Drupati, and I will be at Hubbard's Legends in Concert on Saturday, 8th of July, 2023. Come out in your numbers and let's roll up the tassa. Roll up the tassa, roll up the tassa, bisasa. Oh, better, roll up the tassa, roll up the tassa, bisasa. Whee!
What powers my smile? The sun. And it does a whole lot more. Through programs of the PURC, I use the sun to produce my own electricity. So can you, using the sun and other sources of renewable energy. Sign up today at PURC.
We, the Churches of Christ Grenada, invite you to the Isle of Spice, July 9th to 12th, 2023, for the annual Caribbean Lectureship Jubilee event. It promises to be grand. Grenada is home to over 40 beaches, sweet spices, not forgetting the oil down. The best part is the singing, praising, and preaching of God's word by the brethren to the Governor of the universe. We look forward to fellowshipping with families and friends at the Radisson Beach Resort Convention Center, Grenada. The Churches of Christ Grenada invites you to this auspicious event. Don't you miss it.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. Representatives from the Grenada Trades Union Council, the Technical and Allied Workers Union, and the Public Workers Union are standing in solidarity with the Bank and General Workers Union in its fight to secure a new collective agreement for Republic Bank workers. The industrial dispute between the Bank and General Workers Union and Republic Bank Limited continued on Monday, with the workers from the various branches converging outside Republic House on Maurice Bishop Highway for day 3 of protest action.
Providing an update on the workers' struggle, President General of the Bank and the General Workers Union, Joseph Mitchell, said the Labour Minister has responded to the bank's call for a written copy of her recommendations for resolving remaining issues standing in the way of a new collective agreement.
We were here sometime after 10 this morning and a hard copy was delivered to us. It is my understanding that the bank also would have gotten it. So it left to be seen, because what they were saying is that they couldn't move forward without that written version, and despite the fact that the minister would have been clear on March 13th of where she was. But obviously they wanted that. They have gotten it now. So we wait to see what is going to happen. I know at some point the minister did indicate that she may have called back parties together. So today really we are with the Labour Commissioner is doing some background work in terms of trying to get parties to land somewhere, and we hope that good sense is going to prevail.
Standing in solidarity with the protesting workers and their bargaining agent, President of the Grenada Trades Union Council, Senator Andre Lewis, described the bank's actions as an attempt to prolong the process and frustrate the workers whose last salary increase was in 2019.
We cannot understand why is it that the bank is refusing to accept the recommendation from the Minister for Labour, which is a very conservative recommendation. Over a four-year period, 12.25%, taking into account the skyrocketing cost of living. And for the bank to keep insisting that they needed a written explanation for what they have already heard, because there's absolutely no way that the minister will deviate from our reasoning as to what was advanced around the table.
He called on Republic Bank to demonstrate its interest, concern and care for its employees by accepting and implementing the Labour Minister's recommendations, which he says works out to an average increase of about 3% a year.
The workers are working for much less than they were working for in 2019, given the increase in cost of living. And there is simple one solution. Republic Bank, please accept and implement the recommendation as made by the Minister for Labour. As the union has indicated, they have reluctantly accepted it, and they have done that in good faith, recognizing that it is a relationship that must be carried on between the parties, and the union will always be here with the workers. So it is necessary and important to bring this matter to an end before it escalates further.
GBN contacted the communications manager at Republic Bank, Camille Goddard, for an update on Monday. However, she was not in a position to confirm whether or not the bank was in receipt of the minister's written recommendations. She redirected our attention to the press release issued last week as the bank's only statement on the issue. The statement noted that it was unfortunate that industrial action has been pursued prior to the formal conclusion of mediation proceedings by the Labour Minister. It further noted that the Labour Commissioner has since engaged the bank and the union in separate talks with a view to resolving the issues. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Stay with us. Sports and the International News Report are up next.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
We've been working to improve our services at the NIS, and we'd like to share some of the improvements with you. We understand that the cost of basic goods is rising globally. To address this, we are pleased to announce a 25% increase in the weekly minimum pension payment from $46.40 to $58. We have also adjusted our minimum survivor's benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will now receive 100% of the minimum rate or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased pension. We believe this change was necessary to ensure that our survivors receive the support they need. If you have any questions on how this impacts you and your family, please contact our informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your Social Security provider.
And good evening, sports fans. Let's start off with cricket. Grenada's Alfie Fletcher returned figures of 3 for 37 as the West Indies women defeated Ireland women by 6 wickets in the 3rd CG United one-day international series at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground under lights on Saturday. Winning the toss, Ireland elected to bat first and posted 203 all out in their full quota of 50 overs. In response, the West Indies women started their innings quite shakily, losing a few early wickets. However, it was Stephanie Taylor who delivered a match-winning performance with her 40th ODI half-century. Taylor would go on to be named Player of the Match and found a reliable partner in Chanel Henry, who carried on her good form from the first ODI, hitting her 2nd consecutive half-century. Together, they put on a match-winning 104-run partnership, steering their team to a comfortable 6-wicket victory with 8.4 overs to spare. This will mark the 2nd victory in the series for West Indies women, giving them a 2-0 triumph over Ireland women and earning them 5 vital ICC Women's Championship points. The series win will undoubtedly serve as a confidence booster for them moving forward into the T20 International Series. And the region's best young cricketers will assemble in Trinidad and St. Vincent for Cricket West Indies Rising Stars Women's Under-19 Championship and the Rising Stars Men's Under-19 Championship. The women's event will be a 30 overs match played from the 4th to the 12th of July at the National Cricket Centre, the UE Sports and Physical Education Centre, and Gilbert Park Cricket Ground in Trinidad. This is the 2nd year of the tournament, and players will be identified with a view of developing talent and participating in international events such as the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2025, to be played in Malaysia and Thailand. The men's event will be played in St. Vincent from the 4th of July to the 1st of August and will feature 5 rounds of 50 overs white ball matches and 4 rounds of 3-day red ball matches. The games will be played at Arnos Vale, Scion Hill, Park Hill, and Cumberland. Following the tournaments, the West Indies Rising Stars under-19 team will be selected for a tour of Sri Lanka, where they're due to play a 4-day match as well as 50 over matches. This will be part of preparations for the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup scheduled to be played in Sri Lanka early next year. These tournaments serve as a pivotal platform for showcasing and identifying talent and facilitating their progress. Now to tennis, where Novak Djokovic dried the court with his towel and urged the crowd to blow in a farcical rain delay as his Wimbledon title defense began with a win. Djokovic beat Argentina's Pedro Cashin 6-3, 6-3, and then 7-6 on center court. But after the first set, there was no play for 80 minutes. Despite the closed roof, Djokovic had to dab the grass before ground staff used leaf blowers to dry away the rain. Djokovic is aiming to secure his 8th Wimbledon title and match Roger Federer's record for a male player. He'll now play Australia's Jordan Thompson, who's ranked 70th in the world following his 5-set win over American Brandon Nakashima, who's 55th in the world. It was an amusing scene as Djokovic tried to dry the court. He has not lost on center court since being beaten by Andy Murray in the 2013 final. And he was in a breakup in the first set, but complained the surface was getting slippery with drops of rain falling. And that's our roundup of what's been happening in sports today. And now for a look at what's been happening around the globe today. CARICOM Community, or Caribbean Community Leaders, opened a 3-day summit in Trinidad and Tobago today, coinciding with the 50th anniversary of the regional integration movement. Dominica's Prime Minister and incoming CARICOM Chairman, Roosevelt Skerritt, told the Caribbean Media Corporation that the summit provides an opportunity for introspection and reflection. He noted the significance of the summit taking place in Trinidad and Tobago, the birthplace of CARICOM. The integration movement came into being on July the 4th, 1973, when the then leaders of Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana signed the Treaty of Chaguaramas at the Convention Center in Chaguaramas on the country's west coast. Dominica was originally due to host the summit, but instead allowed for Port of Spain to host the event that will also include a formal flag-raising ceremony at the site where the treaty was signed and the laying of a commemorative plaque. A 16-year-old girl who had accused local government minister Nigel Damrali, A 16-year-old schoolgirl who had accused local government minister Nigel Dharamlal of rape says she no longer wants to pursue the matter. This report from Guyana News Source.
After being in protective custody for over a week, the 16-year-old schoolgirl who filed a complaint of rape and sexual assault against the Minister of Local Government, Nigel Dharamlal, has asked the police to no longer pursue the matter. In a statement this evening, Crime Chief Wendell Blanham confirmed to News Source that the teenager has given a no further action statement to investigators. He said the statement was given in the presence of one of her parents and the representative from the Child Care and Protection Agency. According According to the crime chief, the file is currently being prepared to be sent back to the DPP for further legal advice. The police had initially completed its investigations last Thursday and dispatched its file to the Director of Public Prosecutions for advice. Earlier this week, the DPP returned the file to the police seeking additional investigations. The file was never sent back to the DPP, but this afternoon the crime chief said the girl first indicated to her parents yesterday that she no longer wanted the matter to continue. Attorney at law Dexter Todd, who was retained to look into the interests of the 16-year-old, said the DPP cannot simply discontinue the matter based on the teen's statement made after being in protective custody for more than a week without ever being allowed to speak to her attorney. He said it has now become a case of the victim being turned into the accused.
No child at 16 years old should be under the pressure that she has been under. Be able to say, I don't want to proceed any further with the matter. And the Director of Public Prosecutions proceeds with that and acts on that without a proper psychological interview being done and report being submitted as to her state of mind. So that there would, to me, it's very premature of the crime chief to put that statement in the public's domain, because that is not the protocol that the Director of Public Prosecution must follow. If Director of Public Prosecution cannot use such a statement to form the basis to say, well, okay, I don't wish to proceed, okay, not to institute charges. If she does that, she opens the office to some very, very, very serious allegations being leveled at her foot.
Israeli forces say they're going after terrorist infrastructure in the occupied West Bank, striking the Palestinian city of Jenin overnight. Residents were awakened by explosives and heavy gunfire. NBC's Molly Hunter reports.
One of the biggest Israeli raids in the city of Jenin that we have seen in years. Jenin, of course, is that city in the northern occupied West Bank. It has really been the focal point for near nightly Israeli raids, Craig. It is also one of the few places in the West Bank where there are organized armed Palestinian militants. So huge gunfights lasted throughout the night last night after the Israeli military went in around 1 a.m. with about 2,000 soldiers, dozens of armored vehicles, and drone strikes from the air to clear the way as they entered. Now, the Israeli military is calling this a focused operation that could last 1 to 3 days. Last month, we saw the first Israeli drone strike in the West Bank in about 20 years. Today, it marks another serious escalation. Now, the Palestinian Health Ministry says at least 8 people were killed, most of those militants, dozens injured, many by live ammunition, and that death toll likely to rise because some of those injuries very critical. Now, Palestinians in Jenin say bulldozers were blocking main roads getting in and out. We've seen video of that, making it very hard for ambulances to reach the injured and evacuate the bodies of the victims. Now, a spokesman for the Islamic Jihad movement this morning says if Israeli aggression against Jenin does not stop, the Palestinian resistance will be announcing something shortly. We're watching two things. Of course, we are watching Prime Minister Netanyahu's government very closely. Netanyahu has been under serious pressure from the right-wing factions of his government to launch a serious full-scale invasion in the occupied West Bank. So is this the start of something much bigger? The other thing we're watching for in the next couple of hours is that Gaza border. Will the Islamic Jihad or Hamas fire rockets into southern Israel?
And that's what's been happening around the globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Police contemplating additional charges against Kenny Penny following the death of Jason Joseph. Postal Corporation employees protesting over health and safety issues and salary increase. ACB Grenada Bank announces platinum sponsorship of Children's Carnival Frolic 2023. And in regional news, regional leaders begin 3-day summit to mark 50th anniversary of CARICOM. In international news, Israel launches large-scale air raid in occupied West Bank. And in sports, Afi Fletcher helps guide Windies to series victory over Ireland over the weekend. If you missed any part of this newscast, there will be a repeat broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Happy CARICOM Day tomorrow. Good night.
We have big reasons for a big noise. From today, waste putting on a new face in Grenada. Are you ready for the colored bins? You see these color-coded litter bins? Wash them good, listen up good, and use them good. You see this old habit of putting all garbage in one bin? That's stopping. That stopped as from today. Worse yet, you see this habit of dropping things on the ground, in the drains, on the sidewalks in town, or throwing it in the sea? That stopped too. Tell us more, Mr. Garbage Man.